Hello, Chloe here. So for today's video, we will be opening up 4 Nendoroids and 1 scale figure. So these figures were released late last year, like November, December, and they just kind of came in staggered one by one. And I do have a couple more on the way that I wanted to wait for, but I put them on a boat, so I have no idea when I will be getting them. So we'll just be opening up these 5 for now. So let's just get right into it. Alright, so starting us off, we have the Picora Nendoroid. She is of course from Hololive Japan. And I don't really follow Hololive anymore, but when I did, Picora was my favorite and she still remains my favorite. I just love her chaotic energy and she's annoying, but in like a good way to me. I don't know, I just love her. And I did think about canceling her a few times, but I just put in so much effort to get the pre-order for her when she went up. I think it took me like 2 or 3 hours because Ami kept crashing, the servers were overloaded, and it was just wild. So I ended up just keeping the pre-order, and I'm glad I did because she is so adorable. So I paid 6,070 yen, which is about $45, which isn't that bad, but she doesn't really come with much. She comes with 3 different faceplates, all of which are cute, as well as a microphone and shades, as well as Nosagi, the rabbit friend. But I feel like that's a pretty good price for her because the Nendoroid itself is pretty detailed and it's really nice. And the quality is pretty excellent. And like all the other Hololive Nendoroids, she also comes with a really unique base, which is really cute. So yeah, pretty great purchase. Really glad I ended up keeping this one for sure. Next up, we have a Nendoroid of Komi-san from Komi Can't Communicate. So initially, I didn't think I would like the anime, but I ended up watching it with my brother the last time he visited, and it was so funny and entertaining, and this just happened to go up for pre-order around that same time. And she's a lot more reasonable in price at like 4,500 yen, which is like $35. But to be fair, she is a lot simpler than Picora's design. And she comes with 3 faceplates and a couple of accessories like her school bag and her notebook. One side says "Arigatou gozaimasu," and on the flip side, it says "Gomen nasai." And while this is pretty iconic, I am gonna stick with her cat ears and her cute faceplate. It's just so adorable that I cannot resist displaying it like this, so this is what I am gonna be sticking with. Alright, our next Nendoroid is my man's Lloyd Forger from Spy Family. I love Lloyd, he's one of my favorite characters. But that said, I did almost cancel this Nendoroid because I ended up canceling the Anya one. And I wasn't sure if I wanted to get the Spy Family Nendoroids if I didn't have like the whole family. But I love Lloyd, so here he is. And he comes with 3 faceplates and a couple of accessories like a gun and a newspaper. NANI? But he also comes with an alternate hairpiece, which I prefer. I just really like his hair down. I think it's cute. So I'm going to be displaying him with that. And just because I think it looks funny, this smiley face with the gun pointing. But I'll change it later. But for now, this is how it's going to be. The 4th and final Nendoroid is Yor. I can't get Lloyd and not get Yor. You know, she is my favorite character from Spy Family, so of course I had to get her. But unfortunately, she doesn't really come with a lot. She comes with 3 faceplates, and the only accessories she has are her weapons. She does have additional like arms and hand pieces, but I didn't really bother changing it out just because I wanted it in this pose and it just seemed like a lot of trouble. So yeah, she doesn't really come with much, and she's only like 400 yen cheaper than Lloyd, which kind of sucks. But I will say that her headband and the rose, it looks great. I'll give it that. but I still really do like the Nendoroid, otherwise I wouldn't have gotten it. That said, maybe I'll pick up Anya in the future if her Nendoroid turns out to look way better in person, but for now, it's just gonna be the parents. Alright, moving on to our scale figure. So this is from Good Smell Global, and I just want to show the packaging because it's pretty much non-existent. I was surprised. It did come safely though, so I'll give them that. So I did get the memorial board edition of the figure, so it does come with the framed illustration art, which looks so pretty. Absolutely love the art, but I do have a couple of things. There are dust particles stuck inside the frame, and the frame itself is kind of scratched up on the sides. It's not the biggest deal, but being such a premium product, I would have expected it to be clean, I guess. But anyways, here is the box. It is massive. I love the hollow effect all around. I'm really glad that I got this from Good Smell Global for the flat rate shipping of 2,000 yen, otherwise it would have been a bit more expensive. I did initially get her from the Good Smile US store, and by the time they started shipping her out, because it did get delayed, the figure was back in stock on the global store, and I ended up switching over because the currency rate at the time was too good. So for the 1/7 scale 02 for my darling figure, I paid 30,000 yen, which was about $221 with shipping, which is crazy, and I'm really glad that I ended up getting it at a lower price because I would have paid almost $300 for this if I had kept my order from the US store. So lucky. But yeah, in addition to the figure, she also comes with a bonus postcard that has the same exact illustration as the memorial board. And there's also a message from, I believe, the director of the anime, maybe? Not really sure. But onto the figure, let's start with the base because I kind of like it. It's pretty small, it's not that big, it's a quadrangular shape that slopes, and assembly is really easy. She just attaches on one foot, which went in really smoothly. And because her dress is so heavy, and to prevent leaning issues in the future, she does come with a support rod for the dress, and it's really easy. The only other thing that you need to attach is her lance/bouquet, and it just slides in really easily, and that's pretty much it. By the way, the flowers look amazing, and they are beautifully sculpted and painted, both on the bouquet as well as on her flower crown. They just look so pretty. I know a lot of people have issues with her face, particularly her mouth, but it doesn't bother me. Her hair sculpt is pretty great as well. It flows with the wind, making it look dynamic. And being a wedding figure, her outfit is pretty much the star. And I expected a lot of details on it, and they delivered. There are lace patterns on her veil and her dress, and all those ruffles look so good. I will admit that the front view of the dress isn't my favorite, but I guess they had to incorporate the mecha part of the show into the dress somehow, so it doesn't bother me. It's just kind of there, I guess. But they didn't really skimp out on any of the details that would have gone, I guess, more unnoticed. Like the underdress part has nice patterns. Like even the top trim of her boots, really nice texture there. Overall, this is such a gorgeous figure and definitely worth that 30,000 yen price tag, in my opinion. And this is coming from someone who doesn't care about wedding figures. This is the only one that's ever caught my eye, really. And I'm really glad that I have it in my collection. Alright guys, so that's all for today's video. We got 4 Nendoroids and 1 scale figure. all of which are very cute and very pretty. Unfortunate that the other figures I was expecting hasn't arrived yet, but it is what it is. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye!